spent some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers hidden behind the veil. Shake off the blinders and open your mind's eye. Listen to the story. We are they, we are incarnate
And what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? Happy Wednesday to you. I do apologize about no show last night. Worked a little late and got home and feeling like dog shit. I hope I'm not getting sick. Yeah, it's going around, but took some cold pills this morning before I left for work. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better, but still a little It's all good though. Gonna get back to the Moscow Mule. We finished section 1 last night of Vexus Recorder, Building 7, and B Block and Building 7. So, yeah, we didn't catch anything out of there. I'm not anticipating a lot out of this building, if anything. But again, you never know. We're allowed to put these recorders in. We're going to take advantage of everything that we can. So we can hopefully get evidence out of areas we might not have gotten before, I guess. But beyond that, yeah, hope you guys are doing well this evening. TMC has snuck in. Hope you're doing well. Let's not waste too much time talking tonight and see if we can get through part of this section. What do we have to look forward to? Same as Monday night. Might not be a lot. We're going to remain hopeful, though. Say this, it's going to be busy as shit through, well, I've got the entire last week of the year off, so through next week, the next week and a half is going to be busy as hell. We're finished checking in Usher that came back from his residency. We've got Carrie Underwood coming back from her residency. We've got Justin Timberlake that's coming back tomorrow from the opening night for Fountain Blue tonight at midnight. We're getting ready. Pink just finished loading out for her tour today. And we have Luke Bryan to start prepping Monday. So it is going to be busy. But hey, that's the job. That's what I love. Pain in the ass sometimes, but any of that, come CK from rehab. No. Come back. No. But there's so much going on right now. I did not anticipate being this busy on top of training the new cable guy. and trying to get him trained right now, returning stuff. I'll be honest, not easy. But it's part of it. I I love my job. It just gets frustrating at times.
Thou shalt not bow down before any graven image.
Moose, thank you for the sub, bud.
Thank you.
Greatly appreciate it. All I know is when I get everything finished rebuilding the house, I'm gonna get back the beans, the spicy beans, and I owe a lot of spins to a lot of people. I thought you were talking about Jack. Well, Jack is somewhere and he's in trouble and he knows it. That little shit was exceptionally happy to see me tonight. Yeah, always appreciate the subs. Always helps out. Just wish we could get more people like you guys in here. Help analyze and enjoy the conversations. And like I said, the hard part is getting people onto Twitch. I don't want to broadcast from YouTube. I think the analytics are a lot worse, but people just don't want to set up that Twitch account. Shit, even when I had my radio show, people didn't want to sign on to a website to listen. For Mars Man on the antenna. Yeah. TM, I don't think I can. Once you've reached affiliate and partner, unless they change the rules, you're not allowed to dual stream. Because I've thought about dual streaming on either YouTube. They have changed it. I'm going to look into it then. Definitely going to look into it. But it's hard enough getting an audience here to help analyze evidence. I don't know what it'd be like on YouTube. Motorcycle in the background. That's two chats to keep track of. I don't know. I'll look into it. I might try a test stream and just see how it works. I've thought about trying dual stream on Kick, but Kick just no. Yeah, 4 is not a lot. It's not. I've kept up with what, 15 in here? Kick is full of trolls. Yeah, it is. I have fun here though. If you have active mod, kick is not that bad. Yeah, I'd have to have active mods. That's for damn sure. It's it's tough sometimes. Like even in here, you get people who pop in and they advertise for their freaking. We will gain you viewers. No, you'll hold on. It's like no, you'll gain me bots. Why is that doing that? Why do I have an immediate freaking ring around like I'm a fucking saint? There. Why I had that freaking halo behind me, I'll never know. I've seen racist titles and a lot of profanity words on Kick when I look. Yeah. I have a Kick account. I set it up to watch a couple other people, but I rarely go on Kick. It's like just no. Okay. Jack's being sneaky. Uh, I thought about doing a stream here, then do one on Kick, but no, just I don't think I'll pass. YouTube have much more filters. Yeah. Problem is like I have a bad taste in my mouth because of YouTube for what they did to me before. Banning me for free to play content. Then, like I said, that Turkish company freaking claiming rights to something I had permission to use. Then I get banned for 2 years. Yeah, I'm still sketchy about YouTube. Talking about the Chinese hacking things, why can't they just hack into YouTube and get rid of some of these people? Just flat out delete their accounts. Be done with it. Then I had YouTube literally ban one of my videos. And I did absolutely nothing wrong. I was doing a stream and I was sicker than a dog. And I said it was the flu, which it was. YouTube banned the video saying I wasn't a medical expert, that I needed to go get a COVID test. It was like, what? You're not a licensed medical professional. You're not allowed to make these accusations. Yeah, TM, you're not joking. This was during the height of COVID. No, it wasn't a troll reporting me. I actually got a message from YouTube saying to either edit it or take the video down. Was that a noise? Yes, it was. It was a door. It was a door. Yeah, just good to make sure because I'm talking. Yeah, like I said, that's why I have a bad taste in my mouth about YouTube. Not bad mouthing them. I'm saying it left bad taste in my mouth 2 instances. Somebody wants to come up and say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody, Jack. He's gonna just get comfortable. I think we're gonna have a dead recorder. But like I said, we expected this. I even said, the previous year we did not get any evidence off these recorders that were left in, well, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. 7, 8, 10. 7, 8, and 10 we didn't get anything out of. But 6 we did. 6, 9, 11, 12, and 13 we got evidence. The others not so much. But then again, guys, it's a crapshoot. You can get evidence, you won't get evidence. Might get something good, and that's what I'm, trying to remain optimistic for. And you never know. You're right. And there's a couple of spaces way up here, well, while it's playing. Like right in here, there's a good spot. Right up there, there's another one. So there's some good spots in here. We might get something. And I've said that before. We're not going to get anything off this recorder. Sure enough, we end up getting like 6 or 7 EVPs. Maybe it's teams. This is night 1, so there's no teams or birds. I'd rather go with birds and teams because on night 1, there was only 3 people on prison grounds. That was myself, Deds, and his girl. That was it. We had the prison to ourselves. No idea what that is. But it's not worth saving for a tenth of a second. Just sounds like something echoing. Could be coming from outside, could be coming from inside. Who knows? That? Okay, let's go a little further back then. This is too far away from the highway to get rumble strips. This is way too far away from the highway. Sounds like a door slamming. Sounds like the echo of a door that's further away. Yeah, it's just a door further away. Yeah. Better to check though, Moose. Good ears. Better to be safe. Remember a lot of these are just residual sounds. Uh, all the years it was open, locks, doors, things falling, people stepping. I mean, if we get footsteps and nobody's in there, we're counting it. That's a given. Uh, Doors, locks, taps, unless it's truly defining, we just pass it up. If I spent, Moose, I'm sorry to hear that. Come on, bud. You're gonna have to get down. Wow, Moose. I'm really sorry to hear that, Moose. Hope, prayers out to you and his family. I lost a friend the other day too, so I feel you. I feel you on that. And that just sounds like when they close all the doors at once. When they lock them in at night, it sounds like the doors dropping. Just a ghost walking in. Possible. But you can hear the shifting on the metal. I think that's residual of when they shut the doors at night. The crow's back. It's Jasper the Crow. Where's Nick when we need him? His crow's here. It's either that or squeaking. And TM, why can electronic pick up residual sounds that do not happen when there are no moving parts? Residual sounds. I'm trying to think of how to describe residual sounds again. Residual energy. You live in the same house for 30 years. You wake up every morning, you go downstairs, you cook breakfast, you go back upstairs, you shit, you shower, you shave, you go back downstairs, and you leave for the day. You do it the same way every day for 30 years. Then you die or move. Because you repeated that energy so many times, it's imprinted on the environment. Same thing goes for the prison. You open because it's a sound that it's like a tape recorder. It's imprinted. It's imprinted like a tape onto the environment. It's moving air, but it's imprinted onto the environment because it's been repeated so many times. And it, like I said, after you do that so many times, it just loops. You might not hear it with the human ear. I have heard it with the human ear before. It's weird, but the recorder picks it up because it's been imprinted onto the environment. Those recorders pick up lower than what the human ear can pick up. So if that is residual, that's just, I don't know how to explain it beyond that. It's imprinted onto the environment, which means you think you'd be able to hear it with a naked ear. Not all the time. I think it's just in a different frequency range, which we can understand at this point in time. So if it's moving air, if it's imprinted on the environment, that's moving air. If it's imprinted, it's still moving that air as it originally did. It's, if you're walking down the stairs, you're moving air. You do it so many times over 30 years, that air is going to continue to move because it's been cycled so many times. It's almost got memory to it. And that's my theory. It's almost got memory. So I don't know beyond that. I can't give much more of a educational answer. We got crickets too. I think we're going to have crickets all the way through it. And here I thought it was just my tinnitus. A bunch of little Jiminy's singing away, right? Not paranormal, but definitely weird. mouse farting and a crow cawing. We're just gonna have like family circus, aren't we? Mouse farting. That's why I want an infrasound recorder, because they can pick up a snail's heartbeat. You imagine trying to debunk that? What are we listening to? A mouse farting. I should really like make tapes out of the audio tapes out of this silence. Just, just go back into the files, record it onto tape and sell it to prisoners. The sounds of prison at night. Sleep tapes for prisons. The sound of prison at night. The sound of closed prisons at night. TM, that's like when I do execution, I have one in viewing, execution door, last night's cells. So I do that to see if we can get the same EVP on 3 recorders. A lot of times you don't get the same sounds, and 2 of them are in the same room. So I don't know. It gets weird. It gets weird fast. But we can try that next year. Put 3 recorders in a semicircle and see if we get anything. Who knows? Experiments we can try. This is almost as bad as a sleep tape. It really is. Oh well. I mean, we've got a lot of spikes in here though. That's the dangerous thing is all these spikes. Yeah, majority of them are residual doors, but the rest of it we don't know. But I remember growing up in the Midwest, the crickets. You open the windows on a cool night, hear them crickets. It puts you right to fucking sleep. Now it's like, oh my god, crickets. So if I fall asleep behind stream, just make sure and play loud sound alerts till I wake up. Then again, waking me up is not an easy thing to do. And people better do it from a distance. I remember one night, fucking, I'd been, this is back when I was driving a tow truck. My, I'd gone over to my, I just went straight to my ex's with the tow truck. Went in, babe, I'm going to bed. Wake me up in the morning. So, about 3 hours later, she went to shake me because I was snoring to try to wake me up to tell me I was snoring. And I told her from the beginning of the relationship, do not shake me if I'm sleeping. And like I said, it's a knee jerk reaction, nothing intentional. I'd been up like 48 hours. So I was tired. She started shaking me, and in my sleep, she done messed up. Yep. I just rolled over, full on, freaking just straight jab. I didn't even wake up. I did not wake up. I continued sleeping through the whole thing. She pushed me off the bed, and I got up. I was like, the hell'd you do? She goes, you punched me. I'm going, I what? Like, you know I didn't mean to. She's like, you were snoring. Did you shake me? She's like, yeah. I'm going, what did I tell you about shaking me when I'm sleeping? And I felt guilty as hell. I ain't gonna lie. I felt destroyed. I punched the woman I loved unintentionally. It was like, oh my god. I'm sorry, babe. She's like, yeah, no. You warned me. You warned me. It's like, oops. So the running joke from then on was, you gonna wake me up? No, I'll wait. I'll wait till you wake up before I cook you dinner. Good girl. But like I said, I still feel we haven't been together in over 10 years, and I still feel guilty about it. My hand hurts. I wonder why. Yep. But I'm fucking crickets. She clocked you right in the jaw. Did you deserve it? It's funny. It's like you do something wrong in a dream, and women hold it against you. Hey, honey, you gotta wake up. What? What? I just had a dream that you cheated on me. You woke me up to tell me you dreamed about me cheating on you. You're an asshole. I didn't cheat on you. But you did in a dream. That's your subconscious saying you don't trust me. That's not me cheating on you. That's saying you don't trust me. It's like, no, babe, I trust you. No, you don't. If you did, you wouldn't have a dream about that. What are your doubts? Let's talk about it. It's like, nope, ain't gonna hear it. You can't convince me otherwise. And yes, I took psychology classes. My kingdom for a crow to eat these crickets that are chirping. I'd rather have a team come in here and make noise than listen to these crickets right now. She wouldn't talk to me. She's like, I had a dream you cheated on me. I was like, that's a dream. I would never cheat on you. She's like, but you still cheated on me. All right, at least I'm going to get some peace and quiet out of this. There's a benefit to every situation. Why'd you break up with me? Because Christmas is next week. It's like, you broke up with me because of Christmas? No, I broke up with you because it's cheaper than fucking dating you. All that is your subconscious saying that you don't trust somebody. I mean, that's an obvious. I don't dream that I cheat on somebody. But yeah, that's just your overactive imagination. Just wondering what the hell could go wrong. Whatever. She was just jealous I would be walking to a store and a hot chick would be walking out. I'm looking at. She grabs my hand like, whoa, okay, I was. Wow. Across the table quick, and I'm like looking at the menu like, what? Yeah, yeah, that's a little insecurity there. That's like, yeah, she's like, wow, that's yeah. Most of the women I've dated were like, look all you want, I am. It's like, what? She's like, I'm not gonna get jealous if you look. It's human nature. She goes, I check out hot guys. She goes, but I'm with you. I'm not going home with them. She's like, I don't care if you look, just don't make a scene of it. It's like, it's like, yeah, no, just just don't make a scene. It's like, fine by me. Hell, most of them would even point out hot women. What do you think of her? I'd hit it. No, I didn't ask you if you'd hit it. Do you think she's pretty? Pretty enough to hit? It's like, damn it, Brent, that's not what I meant. Yes, she's pretty, but I'm with you. Her mom even asked me once how long you're sticking around for. Ooh. Be like, after you said that, probably not very long. How long you sticking around for? Long enough to walk to the door. Work on your attitude, no deal. Yep. Deuces. Peace and hair grease, I'm out. Cut it out. Dave Goulier. What was it? Not America's Funniest Home Videos. One of whichever TV show that was. Cut it out. Done. Peace out. Bye. He did it on Full House, and he did it on one of those home video shows too. But yeah, he did start it on Full House. Shit, one of my exes, I dated her because of her attitude. It's like, all right, I met my match here. The female version of me. It was like, yep, game on, game over, real quick. Yeah, you find the female version of yourself, don't ever date her. It's like the worst mistake you could make because you're basically dealing with yourself. If you can't put up with yourself, how are you going to put up with her? It's like, oof, shit. And all your friends are like, what's she like? Me with tits. Whatever. My guess is this little flare up over here probably going to be traffic. Motorcycle. I don't know. When I went out Saturday night after the company Christmas party, it was like, eh. Looking around at all these, like, because NFR's in town, yeah, go to the country bar. I haven't seen friends in a couple years anyway, so you're looking at these young girls and it's like, was I really doing this in my younger years? It's like, damn. Now you know I don't go to the bar. This chick, her brother's girlfriend, tripped on the stairs one night. I said something to her. My ex looked at me like, would you like her? You like her, don't you? No, she tripped. I was being nice. I was rude because your ex was jealous. Your brother's woman. I shouldn't be mean because you think I like her. Wow. In freaking secure women. Those are the ones you just got to get away from fast. I mean, if your shoes are out the door before you, you're doing a good job. Oh yeah, Moose. I find the craziest ones possible. It's just like my friends are like, dude, she's fucking nuts. I'm like, yeah, but look at her. What? Dude, she's fucking crazy. She's gonna hurt you. Yeah, but look at her. She's fucking hot. Then I get the typical response, Brent, you're over 40. Stop thinking with your dick. It's like, no. I'm a man. I'm not going to stop thinking with it. Just because you're married and I'm not doesn't mean you have to live your life through my dick. It ain't going to happen. You got a wife. I'm single. Crazy Jane, my friends were like, don't do it. Then after it's over, you're like, yeah. Then of course it's like your friends, the next statement out of your friends' mouths are like, are you going to listen to us next time? And the typical response is, probably not. Probably not. So you're going to learn the hard way again. Yep. Why? Because I love the abuse. I'm sorry. I love crazy bitches. You should have, because she was expensive. They're all expensive. And again, that's my motto. It's like, I'm thinking with a little head instead of the big head. Was it for me? You wouldn't have got to see her kid. She wouldn't have got to see her kids every weekend. Ooh, yeah. More traffic? Yep. I'm not allowed to choose any more recorders. If we don't get anything out of section 3, I'm going to have to figure out something. This is bad. That's her Her best friend was one of my other exes. Yeah. I've dated sisters on numerous occasions. I've dated best friends on numerous occasions. Don't ever date sisters. That's not good. Went out with one. Uh, she cheated on me with her ex, so I dated her sister. Her sister broke up with me, and I got back together with the first sister. Her mom's like, "Can't you make up your mind?" I'm like, "No." Her dad thought it was funnier than shit, though. Like, Brent, you're gonna learn. And I did. They were both knuck and futz, and not on a good level. You did this one chick who left you for your cousin. You started dating her niece. That's good. I like that. What's that old saying? If you can't keep it in the pants, keep it in the family. Yeah, my ex was like that. I was like, I need to give it a rest. Yay, an ambulance in the back. Towel and rubbers. Golf ball through a garden hose. Yeah, my ex could suck start a Harley. Just saying. remember next year, nothing goes in Building 7. It made bipolar look good. Wow. We've all dated those. I was engaged to one. And her dad flat out told me, Brent, cut and run. And I did. Jack's back. And licking my head. Yeah, mine did too, Moose. I know exactly what you're talking about. And my ex actually spent time in a mental institution. So I should have known real quick. Did I listen? No. There's kind of a story behind why we got together too. She. This is like 3 years before we got together. Uh, she had put on a lot of weight, and she was at the bar one night, and some guys were hitting on her, and they wouldn't leave her alone. She kept telling them, "Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone." And me being the guy that I am, I told the guys, "Hey," she said, "Go away, go away." I ended up beating the shit out of two guys in the bar and got kicked out. Fast forward 3 years, she had lost all the weight, uh, and God looked goddamn good. And after we got together, she's like, "You really do not remember me, do you?" I was like, "No. Should I?" She's like, "Do you remember that night at Gillies where you beat the crap out of out of two guys?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I was that girl." I'm like, "Oh my god." It's like, you lost a lot of weight." She's like, "Yeah, I lost about 70 pounds." It was like, "God damn." But yeah, it was like, if I would have known that at the time, I probably wouldn't have. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, I know those. Those are the crazy ones. They don't care if they get caught. It's that thrill of the excitement of getting caught. McDonald's. At least it wasn't in the ball pit. Kid coming down the slide be like, "Why are these balls hairy?" "Junior, get out of the ball pit right now." Well, it's a ball pit in a different way. Think about that one. Be like, "Johnny, he's going in her ball pit." Cemetery. That's the right place to admit that in a paranormal show, is getting it on in a cemetery. I got nothing on that. Now, after all this time, spending time in this show, you got to wonder if the spirits were watching you. Makes you think now, doesn't it? You're like, oh my God, they were watching the whole time. Good evening to all the degenerate people here tonight. What's up, Sarah? How you doing? You're in here for the last 11 minutes of the show. And you walk in at exactly the end of a conversation. Moose admitting he had sex in a cemetery and talking about crazy exes. What's this world coming to? Either that or she's been sitting here watching the whole time just going, I'm going to wait for this right time to say hello. You're like, oops, behave. Never a church. Never a church, never a graveyard, never a cemetery. That's just a little over the edge for this guy. And Sarah, anyway, you're not missing much. We're on the second section of this recorder, and we haven't gotten bupkis. Just a lot of residual door locks and crickets and a couple of crows. Nothing special. Nothing even worthwhile, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I was kind of upset that I didn't get to do a show last night, but just wasn't in the cards. We'll at least try to get into section 3 tonight. Maybe. I doubt it. Might just finish this and start fresh with a new one tomorrow night. Uh, I'm upset we're not getting anything on this recorder. We spent 12 hours listening to audio off of the last recorder on night 1 without any evidence. And now I choose a recorder that's probably going to be the least active. Oh well. At least I have a good chat room going. That's the most activity we've had on this recorder all night. One flipping moan would be nice. And they're just a silent type. Well, at this point, yeah, they're the silent type. But we figure this is section 2. 2 hours for 6:30, 7:30, 8. It's only about 8:30 at night. If we're figuring out the time on those recorders, it's between 8 and 8:30. So they shouldn't be that quiet. But I remember night 3, most of the recorders were in the main cell house. Like each side of B block, because they have the long hallways. I had one on the front side and one on the back side on the opposite side. Same with C and same with D. So last night we had 6 recorders in the main cell house. We had 3 in execution, 1 in death row, 1 in women's. Yeah, the most of night 3 was the main cell house. Hold on, where the fuck is that? Get back here, get back here. EM generators. I had one. I'm not a fan of it. Not to say it doesn't work for me. I just don't like them. I'm bare bones equipment. Uh, I bought one and I built one. The one I bought broke after the first use. The one I built lasted about 6 months and it broke, and I just threw it away. Uh, just get a couple magnets opposing each other on a like an RC motor hooked to a 9-volt battery and a nice case, and that's all you need. I Until I have more research on EM pumps, I'm not going to go with them. I just think they're, even with the EM generators, EM pumps, it only puts out maybe 6 inches on each side. It doesn't go very much further than that. People think EM pumps fill the room. The EM pumps that they sell, the magnets are only as big as a dime, maybe a nickel, and that only puts out maybe a foot radius tops. So unless the spirits are passing over it, you're not going to get a EM field out of it. You got to get some pretty sturdy magnets to be able to do it. But that's the research that I've done on it. I could be wrong, but that's just my personal experience. Okay, those are voices, but they're coming from outside the building. We're not going to be able to get this. Yeah, that's coming from way outside. And I think this is us. This is probably me, Deads, and his girlfriend walking by 7. I can almost assure you that's what it is. It's about that time when we went up the hill to check everything. Yeah, this is more than likely not evidence. Anyway, it'd be way too low to get it anyway. At least we heard some voices. Not spirits, but it's voices. Now that shouldn't be that loud. Look how much that echoes. That echoes for 3 seconds. If if that happened when we were walking by, which it appears from the voices it does, as loud as that is, we would have heard it outside. We should have heard this outside. No, no, Sarah. When we set these recorders, we shut the doors on the way out. And you've heard a few of the shows where you hear the doors opening or closing when we leave. We always leave the door closed so we don't get any outside environmental interference. You'll know because you'll hear us walk in talking. Because whenever I walk in these buildings, I always start talking so I can identify it on audio later. And we all, like I said, that first night, there was only 3 of us in the entire prison. Susan and the party rarely goes up the hill. So it would have been Deads, his girlfriend, and I. And you would have heard us walk in. Matter of fact, I don't even think I investigated 7. I think I just put a recorder in there. Now, after this recorder ends, I'm just going to load up section 3. I'm not going to play it. I'm going to see what we have in store for us tomorrow night. Hopefully we did come in and investigate for a couple of minutes. I don't know. It's gonna be weird, freaking, if we get 6 hours with nothing. All right, let's get this closed. Nope, don't want to save it. All right, let's see if we have any signs of activity. If it'll load. It's one thing I hate. Just general. It's not general population, but just like every other, just general inmates. The worst of the worst was in 12. Step down from that would have been 9 or no 11. 9, 11, and 12, but 12 was the worst of the worst. A lot of deaths in 6, but it was just general population. All right, what do we have? Probably a motorcycle. There might be. But we definitely did not come in to investigate 7, which sucks. Oh well. I guess that's that tonight, guys. Unfortunately, we didn't get any evidence. Section 3 does not look too promising. At least we'll get through it and find out what happens. Night 2, Vexus Recorder. Hopefully it's active. Hopefully, knock on wood. Guys, I did have a good time tonight. Moose, thank you for keeping chat active. TM, you helped keep it active earlier. I think you're lurking. Sarah, I apologize you came in late, but I do appreciate you coming in. It's always a pleasure to see you in here, and don't be a stranger. Again, Moose, thank you for the sub, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a great night. God bless, and I'll see y'all later. Thanks again.